News from the aviation world, where amidst the still persisting tough environmental, global airlines have wrapped up their first meeting since COVID-19 and brought their industry to knees. Aviation world has voiced optimism about pent-up demand. At the same time, they are desperate for governments to harmonize disoriented borders rules to avoid slipping back into recession. IATA, which is International Air Transport Association that groups 290 airlines, said confusion over travel restrictions were holding back industry's fragile recovery after the pandemic plunged air travel into worst ever downturn. IATA expects international travel to double next year compared with depressed levels seen during pandemic and reach 44% of pre-crisis 2019 levels. In contrast, domestic travel is tipped to reach 93% of pre-pandemic levels. The trade group IATA, that includes dozens of state-owned carriers, blamed that gap on wide variations in entry rules and testing requirements in the top 50 air travel markets. Even some of airline and leasing company leaders, they're trying to attend industry's annual gathering in Boston, US. They were unable to travel or had to carve out extra time for quarantine. Airlines have called for an end to restrictions on vaccinated travelers and for common health protocols at borders. The global coordination in aviation tends to move at a deliberate pace.
If you look at the technology that we have today, it's vastly improved on where we were 30 years ago, but it's not good enough to get us to a net zero or to get the industry fully decarbonised. Because we have to be honest, we're talking about a net reduction rather than a gross reduction. But technology like hydrogen will be part of the pathway in the latter period, maybe between 2040 and 2050 and beyond. There's a lot of challenges with hydrogen technology. For electric and hybrid electric, we think that's part of the solution for short range, smaller aircraft, but it's not going to be a solution for today's wide body long haul aircraft. There needs to be a significant change in technology to enable us to decarbonize that part of the industry. We still forecast losses in the industry in 2022, but the losses will have significantly reduced to about $12 billion US. The US industry we expect to be profitable in 2022. If we look at the industry globally, it's probably the only geographic region that will be profitable, but all segments will improve. There's still a long way to go, but we're certainly on the road to recovery.
WION now available in your country. Download the app and get all the news on the move.